Let's be real. If you're in tech, you're working with data. It's just a fact. But here's the thing. Not all data is created equal. Understanding the three big types of data isn't just some academic exercise. I'm telling you, it is the single most important skill for any data engineer, analyst, or developer. So let's dive right in.
Everything, and I mean everything, starts with one simple question. Nope, it's not about which cloud to use or your favorite programming language. The most critical question you can ever ask is this: what type of data are we working with? I know, it sounds super basic, but trust me, the answer to that question changes absolutely everything.
And when I say everything, I really mean it. Your answer dictates what kind of storage you're going to use, the processing engines you'll need, the tools you pick, even your budget. It determines what kind of analytics or AI is even possible. If you get this part wrong, your project is pretty much doomed from the start. This isn't just theory, this is the actual blueprint for building any data system that works.
Okay, first up, let's talk about structured data. The best way to think about this is like the nonfiction section of a library. It's perfectly organized, right? Every book has a specific spot, a card in the catalog, and a clear, predictable format. It is all about order and rules. So what does that actually mean? Well, simply put, structured data is any information that fits perfectly into a table, with neat rows and columns. It has this rigid, predefined model called a schema that it absolutely has to follow. There's zero ambiguity here. The classic examples you've seen a million times are SQL databases like MySQL or Postgres, or even just a simple Excel spreadsheet. The key thing to remember is that fixed schema, that rigidity, that's its superpower. It makes it incredibly easy to query, which is why it's perfect for things like business intelligence reports or financial transactions, where consistency is absolutely king.
All right, next up, semi-structured data. So if structured data is the perfectly organized nonfiction section, think of semi-structured data as the magazine aisle. Yeah, there's a system, magazines are grouped by topic, but inside each one, the layout, the content, it's all different. It's got some structure, but also a ton of flexibility.
So, semi-structured data doesn't have to follow the strict rules of a relational database table, but it's not total chaos either. The key is that it has tags or other kinds of markers that separate out the different elements and create hierarchies. This basically makes it self-describing.
The perfect example of this is JSON. You get JSON back from pretty much any modern API you call. It's flexible, you don't need a rigid schema before you start, and you can still parse and query it really effectively. And that's what makes it so great for stuff like weblogs or data streaming from IoT sensors, where the data format might need to change and evolve over time.
And that brings us to the final category, the Wild West of data, the unstructured frontier. I want you to picture a giant donation box at a library. It's just stuffed with old photographs, handwritten journals, home videos, random letters. There is a ton of valuable information in there, but there is absolutely no organizing principle whatsoever.
And that's exactly what unstructured data is. It's information that has no predefined model. It doesn't come in rows and columns, it doesn't have neat tags. It's just a blob of content.
Now get this. This category, it makes up over 80% of all data being generated today. 80%! We're talking about all your PDFs, emails, images, audio files, videos, the whole shebang. And you can't just run a simple SQL query on this stuff. No way! You need really advanced tools like natural language processing or computer vision to unlock the incredible insights that are hiding inside. Okay, so we've broken down all three types. Now, let's do the fun part. Let's put them side by side, see what the trade-offs are, and, most importantly, see how they all work together out in the real world.
Take a look at this. You can see this really clear progression from left to right. Over on the left, you've got structured data, fixed schema, super easy to query with SQL, perfect for business intelligence. All the way on the other end, unstructured has no schema at all and needs AI to make sense of it. But that's where you find those really deep, game-changing insights. And right there in the middle, you've got semi-structured, that sweet spot that gives you a balance of flexibility and usability. But here is the most important thing to take away from all this. In any modern system, these data types don't live on separate islands. They're not isolated. They actually form an ecosystem, and they work together to paint a complete picture.
So let's take a smart city, for example. The predictable, rigid traffic light schedules, that's structured data stored in a PostgreSQL database.
Then you have the semi-structured JSON data coming from vehicle sensors, streaming in constantly through something like Kafka. And to top it all off, you have unstructured CCTV video footage, which an AI model analyzes inside a massive data lake. See? All three types working together in perfect harmony.
And that brings us right back to where we started, doesn't it? That one fundamental question is the key. It's the key that unlocks the entire design of your system. It is literally the first domino that has to fall.
Because once you understand these three types, you can make all the right choices. You'll know exactly how to pick the right database, how to design your storage, how to build the right kind of data pipeline, and even whether you should be using batch processing or real-time streaming. It unlocks everything.
So, there you have it. You now have the foundational knowledge to look at any piece of data and instantly understand what you're dealing with. You have the blueprint for building really powerful modern data systems. So, the only question left is, what are you going to build with it?